Hi, welcome to Heart Centered. Today we're going to be talking about the word toxicity. The word toxic has kind of been built into our language these days in terms of how we see food. You know, a lot of food is toxic. You know, we want non-GMO, we want organic, we want gluten-free, um, as well as relationships and people being toxic. So enough of that stuff because there's been a lot of talks about that. And so today the focus is not so much on the external things that are toxic, but actually the internal things. So a quick question I want to ask you to ask yourself is, sure, there may be toxic people in our life that we need to be careful around. Sure, there's food that we need to not ingest, whatever. But what is it in us that is toxic? And maybe one of those things is negative self-talk. Maybe one of those things is constantly putting yourself down, saying you're not good enough, and just being very honest and vulnerable here. I think sometimes it's easy to help other people, not realizing that you actually need to help yourself first, and it's actually hard to help yourself. You know, it's almost like fighting other people's battles is easier than fighting your own battles. So whatever it is, maybe there is a battle that is going on within you. Whatever is toxic, write those things down. You know, what I do is I write down these lies in my journal to remind myself, these are lies. They're not truthful. It's toxic, and I need to remove that and get that away from me. And that toxicity creeps up because it comes back again. And so that's why I write in my journal. I make it a habit to write these lies. And it's been helpful because I actually did it today. I was thinking I was getting overwhelmed and stressed, and I went to my journal and I looked up kind of the lies that I've written. And I'm like, oh yeah, I identify with this, and automatically it just got rid of that toxicity. So maybe that's something you could try. But the point is, find out what's toxic in you and start to have a dialogue with yourself about it, and then figure out ways to get rid of it. And we'll be talking more about that too. So celebrate you by getting rid of the toxic things in your heart.